He's finally back. The greatest character in Pirate101 has returned. If you watched my last Catbeard video, you'll remember how I said he was forgotten but still a companion vital to the plot. I mean, he orchestrated a war, had the iconic Triumphant game, and never got a proper promotion quest. But now Pirate101 finally gave him lines again, and he played a major role in this update. In the newest update, Catbeard is a major character of the episode, maybe even more than he ever was when he joined the crew. He shows more personality and is just as silly as before. He fits so well in the update. He first comes back and immediately the Catbeard beef comes back, and he rubs it in on Ratbeard that he's been to El Dorado.
Sure! You must be essential if I'm just meeting you now.
Arr! You tell him, Stripes.
Have you ever been to El Dorado? No? Didn't think so. Now, can we get back to the topic at hand?
Then he calls him old later on.
I hear old age treats rats just terribly. If only you'd exercised more. You stay here. We'll be right back.
Old? I'll have you know, I'm not even middle-aged yet. You'll botch it all without me.
He has the spotlight in the update like Bonnie and Ratbeard usually have, and he deserves it because he's more important to the story. Even entering Triumphant, he fits perfectly with his personality and taste in fashion, especially when he gets roasted about his fashion by Queen.
You expect flattery from me, who you have wronged so deeply? Your sensibilities must be as backward as your sense of fashion.
What? How dare!
We find the map pieces, and I wonder if he knew who we got it from since he was on the crew. It's either our mothers or Erica the Reds. I'm happy he has returned, but he still needs more. Catbeard still doesn't have a proper promotion quest. Catbeard is mediocre in his combat role. Catbeard is referenced to be a duelist swashbuckler, and being the ensign to El Dorado, they made him a privateer. But El Toro outclasses him in both, as he does more damage and gets a Spirit Day corpse. So why use him? The only argument is maybe you want to give him Bladestorm 3 since he's will-based, and many enemies you fight aren't. However, there are better companions for that since Catbeard gets repulsed, and his dodge is the same as the average privateer, making the player focus on giving him dodge over spirited, so you can't even focus on his will based. And besides, Lucky Jack Russell is by far better. Not only is he like 2 promotions ahead of him, but he even has a higher base dodge than Catbeard, and you don't have to focus on his dodge since he gets Vengeance Strike, and you can double down on his will based advantage, making Catbeard useless. A legendary pirate who went to El Dorado deserves to play like a legend. I made a short on how he should be reworked. The idea is he plays like a swashbuckler duelist archetype while also being a privateer. If he ever gets reworked, his stats should be changed more, giving him more dodge, and he needs to have powers that can make him fit his unique archetype. I have a feeling it can work. My solution makes him better for longer drawn out fights than El Toro. With his health and heals, then he can get elusive if he receives enough damage, making him more dodgy during the battle. Catbeard isn't just some side character, he's central to the entire El Dorado plotline. He's connected to Marco Polo. He kicked off both the Marleybone and Aquila arcs, and he was on the original voyage to El Dorado. That means he may know whose map piece we just found. He may even know something about our mother because they both were on the trip. And more importantly, there may be things he's refusing to tell us because he owes to Marco Polo mention of Valencia too. Catbeard knows when to be serious. We've seen it when we rescued him from prison, when he talks about Marco Polo, and especially when Avery's involved. Sure, he's silly and he'll always be dramatic, but that's just the surface. Underneath, Catbeard is loyal and can be serious. If you saw my Avery video, you know how I feel about his trustworthiness. And Catbeard, he doesn't seem to fully trust Avery either.
So, Captain Gunn had Catbeard's map piece after all, eh? Well played, Catbeard. I see you bend the truth like a true pirate.
That's quite a compliment coming from you.
This clip shows like a backhanded compliment to Avery. He's like saying, oh, you're the one to call me a real pirate, because like other pirates, he sees Avery as a fraud and untrustworthy. Now, he won't tell the pirate not to trust Avery either, because Catbeard sees the pirate as a trusting type and naive, and will let the pirate figure it out. Even when we first meet him, when he saw Ratbeard on our crew, he mentioned he knew we were a trusting type, but he had no idea how much.
Ahoy, Captain! Meow, meow, meow. This is quite the honor. I've heard of you. You're the one who found Old Gun's treasure. Well played. You're quite the rogue, aren't you?
Well, if it isn't Captain Kitty himself. Tell me, are you still a stinking coward?
Hello again, Ratbeard. Captain heard you with a trusting sort, but I had no idea. Do you keep this one out of mercy or pity?
See, the difference between Catbeard and Avery is Catbeard doesn't backstab you in a deal. Even when we save him from prison, he makes up for it, joins the crew, and gives a tip on where to get the next one, showing us his loyalty. But I'd like to know what he wants and why he seems so willing to return to El Dorado. If it was so bad that they can't talk about it, surely his experience there may have been traumatic, with those large sentinels just wiping out the crew. I mean, even as we get closer and closer to the goal of El Dorado, he doesn't seem to have much of a reaction, so I'm wondering if he actually wants to go, but still holds his word to Marco Polo and won't tell us anything. So hopefully with this update we keep seeing Catbeard in the story, and hopefully he finally gets a promotion quest, and just maybe he'll get the rework that makes him play to his legendary reputation. There's still a lot we can learn from Catbeard about the lore of El Dorado. If you like this Catbeard video and haven't seen the prequel to it, please check it out on the top left. If you want to see why I reworked the Catbeard in the way I did, that's on the top right. Also, it would mean a lot if you like this video and subscribe. Thanks.